Oh my god.
Oh, hey. You thought we were done with Phoenix Wright.
That's funny.
That's
You're
cute.
funny.
That's
That's hilarious. I'm so fucking excited.
I have a problem.
I've been waiting for this shit.
It's becoming like my obsession with Yakuza. I can't have this many obsessions at once, Kemi.
I know. I miss Yakuza right now too.
I do
I was
miss
thinking about
Yakuza.
playing Yakuza, but I'm a ball of fuck right now.
Yeah.
So I can't. Everything hurts, and I'm dying.
That gif is life. But, no. Trust me. We would be playing Yakuza 2. But we gotta let Kemi rest.
Yeah, if not for me being totally fucked.
Yeah.
But that's okay, because Ace Attorney is here, and I've been excited for this I mean, I've been wanting to play Spirit of Justice for such a long time. This is the first time that we're going in and we're both blind.
Yeah, this will be exciting.
We played through all the other Ace Attorney games recently to prepare you for this shit, and because you needed to play them anyway. But like, I'm so excited.
And then after this, we still have the second game to play.
Yeah, whatever. We'll get back to that.
Shut up. You're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna have so much fun.
I'm having fun right now. I'm excited.
Oh, whoops. What?
Oh, wait, hit no.
No. I didn't realize that this was over here. Over here.
Yes.
Okay, new game. New fucking game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's gonna have anime. I forgot.
Oh,
On the western edge of the Far East,
Turn us down for a sec.
lies a peaceful country of spirit mediums and mystery. The kingdom of Kurayin. But now, the flames of revolution are threatening to consume it whole. But things like revolt and revolution were the furthest things from my mind when I first arrived in this land.
Nice old cell phone. Okay, we're good now. Hello.
After the soul lives in the Twilight Realm. The priestesses can commune with the spirit of the dead. Fear not death. In the name of the Holy Mother. Fear only the impurities of your soul. Phoenix Wright has no impurities.
Right? I turned it down too much. Oh, this is for you.
This blight on my soul. I'll have the child to take the blame. I'll have the child take the blame. I don't want to be Jesus.
Jesus.
Alright. We're not gonna
That
know.
seems too fucking loud. Jeez, okay, it's gonna take a minute for me to figure out where the audio is supposed to be. Sorry. But hi!
It's gonna take us a while to figure out.
Everything, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, welcome back.
I'm finally here. So this is the kingdom of the
Kurain? Kurain?
Kurain. Quran?
Someone will correct me. Get it? See? Correct? Heh.
What a long trip. I wonder how many hours I was in the air. Just look at this place. Get a load of this street. It really feels like I'm in another world here. And that gorgeous temple. I read that's the center of the town.
Aren't
Wow.
you afraid of heights?
Aren't you such a tourist? Wow, an ox right in the middle of the street! I have to get a picture of that!
Excuse me, sir?
Wonder what kind of bird that is. I've never seen anything like it. It's quite a crest it has on its head.
Excuse me, sir.
What? Oh, yes?
Pardon me, but are you Mr. Wright?
Yes, that's right. Oops. Hope he hasn't trying to be getting my attention all this time. Wait a minute, are you...
That's right. I don't know how to say this either. I'll be at your service. I'm a monk in training at the Tempool Temple, and I'll be your guide around town. It's very nice to meet you. Happiraki.
Happy what now?
Yeah. Happiraki. That's how we greet people here in Kurain. I'm just gonna say Kurain. It's like, hello, or how do you do? It's a pretty handy expression to know. Hi, Sicey.
Okay, let me give it a try. Hello, I'm Phoenix Wright. Happiraki?
Close enough. Jozu desu ne.
Jules. My name is Phoenix Wright. I run a small law office. Well, that's what I do back home anyway. Right now I'm just a traveler. A stranger in a strange land.
Welcome to our country. Welcome to the Kingdom of Kurain, land of spirit mediums and mystery. Oh my god, this kid's cute.
So cute.
This is for you!
Oh my god.
To celebrate your arrival!
Speaking of mystery, what is this mysterious green lump exactly?
Allow me to explain. This is a famous Kuranese sweet bun. It's called a magataman, or soul bun. It's shaped like a magatama. It's so yummy it'll send your soul right to the Twilight Realm.
That doesn't exactly make me eager to try it.
Don't be rude. I wonder...
because it's
it's
dying?
because it's, like, finicky on whether or not it's plugged in.
Thanks. I think I'll indulge later.
Try keeping it this way.
Oh, okay.
That will be 20 damas. Thank you for your patronage.
I have to pay?
I always have plenty of those on hand, so if you just let me know if you ever want any more.
No wonder his bag looks so heavy. It's stuffed with all the tools of his trade.
That's fine. We try to avoid using the mouse because it's all clicky-clicky, but I think this thing does need a charge. Daniel, hi! This game's name puns are off the charts and not in a good way. Yeah, we've already stumbled over fake name pronunciations like 50 times already. Oh, oops! I almost forgot to tell you something really important. It's about Miss Maya.
My girlfriend? I mean, my best friend?
She can't come see you for a few days yet.
Yeah, when I called her from the airport, she said she was still training up in the mountains. I told her I'd wait for her here either way. I was glad to hear she's in good spirits.
Get it?
Maya Fey. She's a spirit medium who used to work as my assistant. She's still the assistant of your heart. I came all the way out here to celebrate the end of her aesthetic training with her.
This is really a trial on our ability to read.
This is my first time in this country, so I'll be counting on you, okay?
You got it, sir. Please, don't hesitate if you need anything at all.
Maya was right when she told me I could leave everything in your capable hands.
Aw, shucks, she said that? That sure was nice of her. I had a chance to show Miss Maya around a little bit, too.
If there's one person Maya was worried about, it's me. Because we both know trouble likes to follow you wherever you go, she said.
She's right.
That girl worries too much.
But you sure came early to the party, Mr. Wright, sir. I mean, Miss Maya won't be done with her training for another 2 weeks.
Ugh, I hate to admit it, but I came early because I was worried about her, too. Oh, well, you know, I thought I'd get in a little sightseeing first.
Oh, sightseeing? Well, I'm your man for that. I'll show you all the best sights this country has to offer.
Thanks, that would be great. I guess he takes his job very seriously.
Well, what are we waiting for? Those sights are gonna see themselves.
Oh. I get his name now. It took me until now to get it. I think I get it. Albie.
Oh, okay. Welp.
You don't have to shove.
First stop, Temple, right here in the center of town. There's something there I really want to show you.
Yeah, I'm with you, Daniel. Not the best puns I've seen in Ace Attorney, I will admit.
I don't know. I'm
Dead Man was pretty good, though.
I know, as I say, I'm a little sad. Ace Attorney name puns are kind of my favorite thing.
Meh, we'll see. It's only the very beginning of the very first case, so...
Oh, it's even more impressive up close.
Allow me to explain. This is the heart of our town, Temple. It was created by the founder of Kuranism, the Holy Mother herself. I'm training right here at this temple to be a monk someday.
I read that people of this country are all adherents of Kuranism. Kuranism. According to my guidebook, it's a religion in which ancestral spirits are venerated.
The Holy Mother was a great spirit medium who could commune with our ancestors' souls. And spirit mediums become queen to this day, direct descendants of the Holy Mother.
A spirit medium rules the entire country, huh? Talk about power and influence.
Yeah, it's totally something that's, like, could be exploitable and, like, a recipe for an insanely corrupt government. But you know what? It's whatever.
The main thing you'll want to see when you come to Temple is the Dance of Devotion rite. The Dance of Devotion takes place twice, once in the morning and once in the afternoon. This dance, along with the Song of Ceremony, is performed in offering to the Holy Mother. The Dance of Devotion has the power to summon forth concurrence of the wings to loop around.
Oh,
the Holy Mother!
Slow down. I can't remember all of that at once.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I got a little overexcited.
You're not gonna indoctrinate me, kid. You're real cute.
I just think it's neat.
You're real cute, and I like you. But I'm not joining your religion. Anyway.
Dead Man is the fucking god. He was destined to be dead as fuck. I love that guy. It's the best ever.
Anyway, the main thing I got from all that is that you really, really love your country.
Well, that's sure true. Don't you?
I like this kid. He pours his heart into everything he does.
Let's see. I guess I just explained about half of what I usually explain. So, I'll give you a special discount and only charge you 10 damas for the tour fee. Thank you for your patronage.
I guess he pours his heart into aggressive salesmanship, too.
Come to think of it, Miss Maya told me that she... Well, Miss Maya told me she could tell that I love my country, too. We stood here for about an hour while I told her all about the Holy Mother.
Really? An hour? Hope that counted as patience training.
And she seemed really interested, too. She listened to my whole speech.
Huh, that doesn't sound like the Maya I know.
Miss Maya's so kind and nice. She treats me really well, like a little brother. She's kind of like a big sister to me.
This is Maya Fey you're talking about, right? Maybe she's grown up since I last saw her?
Yeah, kid needs to eat, Phoenix. Come on, man.
Oh no!
What's the matter?
Is it that time already? We have to hurry to the temple right away. But first, let me give you this lyrics card for the song of ceremony I told you about. There's an English translation of the lyrics there too, so give it a read, okay? Let's go.
But why the big rush?
Well, if we don't hurry, we'll miss the beginning of her benevolence's dance of devotion.
Her benevolence?
This kid's fucking cute.
This kid is really cute.
I love him.
He's really cute.
Oh, it's anime time. Everyone shut up. I wanna do this.
I'll be your guide. You're under arrest for treason.
Oh, damn.
Damn!
She gonna fuck somebody up. Oh, wow. This is,
Cool.
this is familiar somehow.
Yeah, wow. It's so weird too. Like the shit that's like in Phoenix right now. I don't know. It's crazy.
Let me in. Why won't you let me in? 'Cause you're a foreigner. What business could you have with this court? I told you, my friend is on trial in there. The police raided the temple in the middle of that dance performance yesterday and arrested Albie on suspicion of treason. I was worried about Albie, so I just had to come see his trial. A trial isn't a tourist attraction, so clear off! If you want a picture for your scrapbook, take one of me and get out of here.
Okay.
Look, you've got it all wrong. Just great. Well, I guess there's only one thing to do.
Tell him I'm Kuranese.
Tell him I'm a lawyer. Yes, I'm a foreigner, but I'm not your average foreigner. What? I'm actually a lawyer. But back at home, anyway. What? A lawyer? I can't. That's not possible. What's he so shocked about? Well, whatever. Now's my chance. Nothing wrong with a lawyer entering the something.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, get back here, you!
I'll just walk right in. Oh my god, look at the judge. And there's even a pain here. How did that happen?
Wait, isn't that her benevolence? What's she doing in here in the court?
Well, I guess this is still me. The divination seance has been performed. I will now hand down my verdict against the accused. He's pretty guilty. I mean, probably.
A verdict already, but the trial only just started.
Guilty? There's gotta be some kind of mistake. Please take another look.
Seance is performed by Princess Rifa are infallible. They show only the truth. What right do you have to question her abilities?
But I didn't.
Oh my god! Pain looks fabulous, though.
Isn't it ironic that you, a devout adherent of Quranism, would dare doubt her insight? Now believers will only be met with suffering in the Twilight Realm, you know.
But I didn't do it. Your benevolence! Allow me to explain. I beg of you.
I assume Maya's gonna show up, so I'll have Maya, and I don't care.
Be silent, impudent wimp. Well, I don't know why I said wimp.
But they both apply here.
There is no merit to be had in indulging the ramblings born of a criminal's unclean soul.
But
The world is going on here!
You know that what?
The judge made his ruling based on something called a divination seance? What's Albie's attorney doing?
Not existing.
Where is Albie's attorney?
why is this happening? I didn't do anything wrong.
Foolish child. Doubting the divination seance is tantamount to doubting the Holy Mother herself.
Well, the Holy Mother's a bitch. Everyone's just like,
Your Majesty, as royal priestess, and in the name of the Holy Mother, I command you. Impose the highest penalty against this unclean soul.
As you command, so shall it be done, your benevolence. May her holiness grant us her divine favor. Or dare her our Queen. That's probably right. Oh, Dihara. My bad. This is where I come in. I got a problem with this. I still can't believe Pain is here. Why is Pain here?
Alright, well, okay, hold on a second. Alright, hold on. Hold.
We're gonna back it. Time out.
Time out.
Backing up just a second.
Alright, so, Phoenix, I agree with you. Totally and completely agree with you that this is fucked. But this is not your country, and not your rules, and not your laws.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
I love that too. Danny was saying earlier, just like, he doesn't even give a fuck. He just like walks in. And the bailiffs have like guns, and Phoenix is just like, all right, motherfucker. Mr. Imaginary America land here.
I know, it's like, everyone makes fun of Phoenix Rightland being like San Fran's Tokyo or whatever. But like, this is very much kind of like an obnoxious American butting his nose into something like...
Yeah.
It's not your culture, it's not your business, get out. But also what they're doing is fucked.
Yeah, no, I agree. We have to save this pure being that I love.
We have to save this pure being, but also maybe be,
But what the hell?
that not everybody's court systems act like yours. I don't know, I'm conflicted here. Also because it seems like this place is very highly governed by their religion. I think religion is bullshit, so...
Well, yeah, we've had that conversation many times.
Me and my big mouth. Now what?
Mr. Wright? What are you doing here, sir?
Well, I'm in it now, so I have to do this right.
I haven't so far, but
I'm a really good bullshitter. Your Honor, it's too soon to give your verdict. This trial has only begun underway for a few minutes.
Excuse me, who on earth are you?
I'm, well... an ordinary tourist, Your Honor. Just passing through.
Ah, tourist, are you? Hapiraki.
But more importantly, where is this boy's defense attorney?
Defense attorney? Whatever are you talking about? He doesn't need a defense attorney.
Wait, what?
Of course you wouldn't be aware, being a dumb foreigner and all. But we have no need for defense attorneys here in the kingdom of Grain. We leave it all up to her benevolence's sacred power of spirit communion. Her divination seances determine all.
What? But surely you see how unfair that is.
Well, no, not when they are all based on religion.
And not when that's not your culture, Phoenix.
I'm all about factual evidence and stuff, but, like... How, he's like, can't you see how unfair it is? It's like, what? God is judging them. How is that unfair?
But it's also kind of like, I don't know. This is weird. This is really weird. I feel weird.
Don't worry, Maya will be here. Maya's a spirit medium, and then Maya will be like, look, my spiritual power says your spiritual power is wrong and bullshit. And then, you know, probably. At least maybe. I don't know.
I just feel weird.
Maya, save us! This is less shitty than it seems. Okay, well, so I mean, they're gonna let us do it, I'm assuming, because, like, why wouldn't they?
But also, like, I'm sure I'm overreacting a bit. I don't know. I feel weird.
Don't worry.
Because I'm like, one side of my brain is like, because it's going on to a bigger conversation, right? Because one side of my brain is like yelling at me like, be sensitive and open-minded and aware to other people's cultures and traditions and blah, 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 blah. And then there's another side of my brain that's like, religion is bullshit!
Yeah, and it's real obvious this is corrupted as fuck.
You would dare mock me, you barb-headed buffoon.
Yeah, dude.
If you value your life, you will leave post-haste, or I shall summon the bailiff.
Not the bailiff, he has gun.
The bailiff is that big scary dude with the big scary gun, isn't he? I'm sure he would be happy to oblige you with a bullet or two as a souvenir for your travels.
Wow.
At the cost of an arm and a leg, no doubt.
Now hold on! Mr. Wright has nothing to do with any of this!
I'll be.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, Mr. Wright, but never mind about me. You just go ahead and go see Miss Maya.
But...
Forget about me! You have to go now! I'm sure you can find another guide. There were lots more places I wanted to show you, but looks like I won't get a chance now. I'm sorry.
Poor kid. He's trying to put on a brave face, but look how terrified he is. What can I do? What should I do?
Bailiff casts gun.
I don't know, Kemi. What do we do?
Dude, I don't know.
This is our first decision.
This is so, like, not typical of the first case in a Phoenix Wright game. It's like a lot of setup and then like these choices and stuff. I say try to defend him anyway, because like, we don't know where Maya is.
Yeah, we don't know where Maya is. I can't just let a verdict be handed down with nobody standing in Albie's corner.
Here's the real question. If Phoenix is a tourist, why is he dressed up for court with his attorney's badge from the get-go? He should be wearing, like, not even appropriate for this area, like, touristy garb. He should be wearing, like, Hawaiian print shirts. With, like, a lei around his neck.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
With socks and sandals.
Yes!
If Albie doesn't have a defense attorney, then I'll do it. I'll defend him.
Defend him? You can't be serious.
Did you hear that? Is he out of his mind?
Heaven forbid.
Defend me? Mr. Wright, what are you saying? You can't do that.
I love his little trembly mouth.
I know.
It's so cute. I most certainly can. Don't worry, I'm quite used to tackling all sorts of trials.
Once I interviewed a parrot. And I defended an orca.
But also, no, you can't do this, Phoenix. It's against their laws.
Yeah, whatever.
Besides, can you imagine how furious Maya would be if I let anything happen to you?
Mr. Wright. You are but a naive tourist, ignorant of our ways. But if you are smart, you will heed my advice. Do not pursue this matter any further.
Looks like defending somebody is easier said than done in this country.
Bailiff, throw those men out. Oh shit, Pain coming to save the day? No, be excited, Daniel. I want you to be excited. Don't chill.
Your Majesty, if you please.
You have something to say, Mr. Payne?
Why not allow it, Your Majesty? Why not have him defend the accused? It could prove very interesting. Right, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
He's all decked out now, too. Like, Payne is rich.
Right, Mr. Whoever you are.
Prosecutor, are you acquainted with this traveler?
That's Chief Prosecutor, Your Majesty, and yes, I'm acquainted with him. He's a defense attorney from my native land. I've had dealings with him in the courtroom before. Heavens to Betsy.
What? Mr. I'm sorry, did you just say heavens to Betsy? You're a defense attorney? What? I really want to know the story behind why Payne is so fucking rich. A defense attorney? Well, this is a shock.
You may be surprised to hear that I have more than 10 years' experience.
I got disbarred once, but I got it back.
I guess there aren't all that many lawyers around here. Your Majesty, would you kindly allow us to proceed in the manner of my old country?
But, Mr. Payne, I've already made a ruling in this case.
Call it nostalgia, if you will, but I'm most eager to give it a try.
But I have previous engagement, you see. Clashed together with the missus.
Your Majesty, I agree. We should have a whack at it. It sounds amusing. A score of years have passed since we last saw a defense attorney in this country, in this courtroom.
Same difference.
A score? As in 20 years? What's the deal with this country? Mr. Payne, I want that barbed head brought to me on a stick. As you wish, Your Benevolence. I, Chief Prosecutor Payne, will see to it myself.
I love that you, like, threw your head at me like, Chief Prosecutor, bitch. Very well, Mr. Payne. If that is what you and her benevolence want, I will, I'll oblige that. I don't know how to say that word.
Acquiesce.
That one. As for the defense, I hope you're prepared for every eventuality, including your death.
Every eventuality? What is he talking about? There, are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Yes, thank you, Mr. Payne. And sorry for not remembering you earlier, I guess.
I didn't recognize you with the hair. I'm so used to it being blown off your head.
That's Chief Prosecutor, or the Incredible Payne, as I'm also known in this country.
You are not, but okay.
And you'll see soon enough why that is, when you're forced to...
Capitulate?
Capitulate. See? There are words you know that I don't.
Yep. We have to work together to stumble across the English language. You and I. The two of us make one normal-speaking human.
Capitulate to me before this very court of law. Why is he so strangely confident? Not only that, but what's with the gallery? Just you watch, that a defense attorney will try to twist the truth.
Get him, Chief Prosecutor! Crush that defense devil!
This is way more lawyer hate than even back home.
And trust me, it's pretty bad at home, too.
Yeah.
Now, if you would please give your opening argument once again, Mr. Payne.
Certainly, Your Majesty. The accused is charged with 2 crimes, larceny and murder.
It's always murder with you
It's
people.
always murder. Yesterday, the Founder's orb was stolen from the treasure room of the Temple. In addition to the theft, 2 other things were discovered in the treasure room. The dead body of Mr. Pot
Roll?
Roll,
Oh my god.
Temple security guard, and the empty treasure box that housed the orb, which Mr. Roll was in charge of guarding.
That's true. One time it was just burglary.
Roll.
Yeah, it's in patrol.
Patrol.
Yep.
Patrol.
Good. Very good.
We believe that Mr. Roll was murdered when the thief who stole by the thief who stole the treasure. My voice is becoming even more nasally as I go on.
Ah, you're slowly slipping back into Payne in his natural habitat. To kill a guard armed with gun. What a terrifyingly bold act.
I couldn't agree more, Your Majesty. Please allow me to submit as evidence the victim's autopsy report and crime photo.
Ah, good. Get ready to be so angry at the witness's name. Oh, I'm ready. It's been a long time since we had evidence presented in court as well. It's kind of refreshing, actually. Ah, so corrupt.
We may rely on the power of seances, but our police still carry out investigations.
Why? Like, why?
Thus, any proof I provide is indisputable. Oh, really? Well, forgive me if I don't just take your word for it. I can check the evidence out myself by looking at them in the court record.
Oh yeah, remember that?
Let us see how thorough you and your police were, Mr. Payne.
Such a deplorable crime. The audacity of stealing the sacred treasure of Her Holiness, our founding mother. It's a crime that strikes at the very heart of our nation. His suit's made out of gold. Yeah, it's like a cloth of gold suit.
Exactly, Your Majesty. We mustn't let the culprit get away with this heinous deeds. Indeed, such deeds are best described as treason against the crown. Is this treasure really such a valuable object?
How can you even ask such a thing? Well, it's not like you're a tourist or anything. Of course it is. Why, sealed within its treasure is the very soul, the Matara of the Holy Mother.
Her soul is sealed within the treasure. I think I'll take that with a grain of salt. You know what? I love this. I love the fact that fucking Phoenix has seen with his own eyes in his world fucking magic and seances and mediums talking dead people through mediums and shit, yet he's still a skeptic.
Yeah. That's like the heart. I mean, by all means, believe the shit that happens and whatever, but like, still question everything anyways. All
Exactly.
the time.
Fucking-
Take everything with a grain of salt.
Phoenix is my hero.
You don't believe it, do you?
Exactly. They see the Cyclops, they see the fucking, they see people talk to the dead and channel each other.
I love Edgeworth because he sees the Cyclops and he calls them Psycholocks every time. And he still is like, I don't believe this tomfoolery for a second, even though it's right in front of me. I love him.
I love it. I fucking love it. Question everything, even yourself.
Yup.
That's what I'm saying. I've got no problem if people, because like I was saying it earlier, and I guess I sounded a little harsh towards religion. I have no problem if people want to be religious. I just want to make sure that you're having a healthy amount of skepticism with your belief.
Yeah.
Because it's good. It's good to have critical thinking skills.
Don't just believe everything that people tell you.
Of course I believe it. Something tells me I'd better play along.
This kind of irreverence is exactly why I dislike defense attorneys so much.
Your Honor, or your Majesty?
What is it now?
This treasure, I've never seen it. So it's a little hard for me to imagine. Could I see a photo of it or something?
Of all the outlandish requests, you defense attorneys are truly beyond the pale.
He's been getting awfully angry with me. Are those veins popping out of his forehead? It's forbidden for anyone outside the royal family to view the treasure itself. They say that anyone without the proper spiritual power would be blinded instantly. That's why the average person has never seen the treasure, Mr. Wright. I guess there are national treasures that are off limits to the public back home, too.
Like Area 51, I guess. That's a treasure, isn't it?
For the benefit of the shameless, uninformed defense, let me share this newspaper article. It includes photos taken about 8 years ago when the treasure was unearthed. They're the only public photos of the outer box in existence. What's more, the treasure box only leaves the temple's treasure room but once a year, for special New Year's rites that take place on at the palace. Therefore, this treasure box has only ever been seen by a handful of people.
Interesting. I'm sure we'll be able to use that to our advantage in the very near future. Chippy's rolling around. Can you pet Chippy for me? Do it. I hear there's been a string of thefts lately of historic artifacts from the temple.
Right, Your Majesty. Inexcusable thievery of the precious national treasures for personal gain. And the culprit is the accused.
So, he used his position as monk in training to get his hands on the treasure, is that it?
The accused's family is by no means wealthy. To help with family finances, he works as a tour guide in addition to his aesthetic training.
Well, he's guilty. Thank you for giving an excellent outline of the case, Mr. Payne. Now then, no more questions from the defense, I presume.
What? I do have questions.
Even more? But you just asked a bunch. We'll make it snappy. My class starts in just a few short minutes.
He's still planning on going to that thing? There's still a lot I don't know about the case. I should ask now while I have the chance. Let's see, what else do I need to know more about?
A lot.
All
of these. Yeah, just like fucking everything. Literally everything.
I'm gonna go with the weapon first. Mr. Payne, what was the murder weapon? The murder weapon was the treasure box itself. How could that little kid lift that thing?
Huh.
The empty treasure box left at the scene had a large blood stain on it.
How utterly reprehensible, using the sacred treasure box for murder.
And the guy's hit on the head. The kid can't reach his head.
Yeah, he's small.
The accused came to the treasure room with the express purpose of stealing the treasure. He climbed the altar stairs and snatched the box, ready to abscond with the treasure. But he was discovered by Mr. Roll, who had come to the room in his course of his rounds. After walloping Mr. Roll on the head with the treasure box, the accused forced the bloodied housing open and made off with the treasure inside.
Why didn't you just shoot him from across the room?
Murder weapon off limits to the public.
Well, isn't that just convenient?
The defendant is just a little boy. I hardly think he would be able to hit the victim, a grown man, on the head. A very good point, Mr. Wright, but I'm afraid that won't help you. At the time of the crime, the accused was on the stairs leading up to the altar. The accused's elevated position would more than make up for their differences in stature. But the weight of the thing. I guess that makes sense, except for the weight of the thing.
Yeah. Ha! Ha 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 ha! Mr. Payne, your reasoning is flawless. What an elegant argument. Hats off to you, Chief Prosecutor. Your title is obviously well earned. Well, the accused's guilt is certainly conclusive.
Wow, this is just like a circle jerk for fucking...
I know, right? Unless there's anything else, I'm ready to announce my verdict. Oh, well, in that case, I find the accused.
Just one moment, Your Majesty. Don't you think you're rushing this verdict just a little bit?
No. I told you, I have plans to attend to, and... Ah! I'm late, it's already started! How did the time fly by so fast?
He's still stuck on that? We haven't even heard the defendant's side of the story yet. Your Majesty, the defense asserts its right to cross-examine the defendant. Where the fuck is the defendant? Did I say something funny?
Cross-examine the... What do you mean by that?
What do you mean, what do I mean?
I seem to have some dim recollection of the process, but I can't quite recall.
A little wonder. A so-called defendant hasn't been questioned in over 20 years.
Yeah, that's gonna be a yikes for me, dog.
Should I even be surprised anymore? Anyway, I demand that we let the defendant, or the accused, tell his side of the story.
Is that really necessary?
Of course it's necessary, Your Majesty. What harm could it do? I say we allow the boy to speak, Your Majesty. Though I doubt he'll have anything of relevance to say. Oh, how kind of you, Your Royal Paynness.
Well, we actually do owe it to him. We wouldn't be here if Payne wasn't such a fucking idiot.
Egotistical fuck.
Very well, as long as it's okay with you, Mr. Payne. I'm already hopelessly late for my class anyway.
In that case, the prosecution calls the accused back to the witness stand.
Oh, but before we do, I'd better call my wife and apologize for missing that class. Any objections?
Go for it, Your Majesty.
It's like my wife is very cross with me.
Accused, state your name and occupation again, if you would.
I'll be your guide. I don't remember how to say my own
I'll
last
be
name.
your guide.
Oh, that's right. I'll be your guide. I forgot already.
I'm in training to be a monk, and I'm a tour guide too.
Why me? Now, where were we?
Cross-examining the defendant, Your Majesty.
Right. Let's do that then. At the defense attorney's insistence, I might add.
He sounds a little dispirited. His wife must have given him a piece of her mind.
Well, the defense had better get to it. And make it quick, if you please.
The defense? Mr. Wright, I didn't know you were a lawyer.
Well, I am, and I'm here to defend you, Albie. Don't worry. All you have to do is tell the truth, and you'll be all right.
You tricked me!
What?
If I knew you were a lawyer, I wouldn't have given you that tour. Give back that Magataman I gave you yesterday.
Albie, what's gotten into you?
Don't talk to me. You disgust me.
Well, even Albie's against me, but why? This must be a new experience for you, Mr. Wright, being loathed by a client.
No, it's not.
Now then, accused, please give the court your testimony. The incident occurred around noon, during the break between the morning and afternoon dance of devotion. I want you to tell the court what you were doing around that time.
All right.
Ooh.
I didn't kill Mr. Roll, and I didn't steal the treasure. I'm not allowed to go anywhere near the treasure room. I've never even seen that treasure box with the green Kuranese butterfly on it. When the incident happened, I was in the hallway planning out my tour route.
Were you well acquainted with the victim?
Yes. He used to chat with me whenever we ran into each other in the temple. Mr. Roll was a monk in training when he was a kid too, you know.
I'll bet Albie looked up to him.
But he had to give that up and go to work when his family needed the money. That's why he became a guard. But at least that way, he could still stay on at the temple. He was so proud when he was put in charge of guarding the treasure box. He even got to carry the box to the palace for the New Year's rite.
The victim's parents apparently both died relatively young, so Mr. Rao had to support his younger brothers and sisters as well. But even with his job as security guard, I'm sure things couldn't have been easy for him. Sounds like his circumstances and Albie's were very similar.
Mr. Roll encouraged me to never give up. Albie, you train hard and make sure you become a monk one day. Don't end up like me, he'd say. He was always cheering me on in my training and in my tour guide business too. Why in the world would I kill a nice man like that?
Yes, I see. You expressed yourself well. Defense, now that you've heard the accused's account, are you finally satisfied? If so, let's draw this to an expeditious conclusion.
But Your Majesty, I haven't even cross-examined the defendant yet.
That wasn't the end of it? It's been so long I don't rightly recall what this cross-examining thing's all about. It's convenient for a tutorial.
A judge who doesn't know what cross-examination is. What fresh hell is this?
I really do wish I could remember how it works.
No, he doesn't need it.
Not necessary. I better save my breath. The judge doesn't seem like a model student. He'll just have to watch and see how it's done.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that was cute.
Hold it!
If I believe you didn't do either I believe you didn't do I believe you didn't do either of those things, Albie.
You do? But you're a lawyer. Of course you would say that.
Now, there's no need for that. But he's right. Lawyers always claim their client is innocent, even when they have to lie. Just like you're doing right now, accused.
Don't lump me in with that, lawyer! I'm not lying! I didn't steal anything and I didn't kill anybody!
Yeah, these jams are real good so far. I'm gonna have to go back and like listen to the soundtrack with headphones and stuff.
You're not allowed to go near the treasure room. Why is that?
It's a rule of the temple. They keep a lot of important things in that room.
Yes, like the Founder's Orb in particular. Only the royal family may lay eyes on it.
Didn't Mr. Payne say anyone without spiritual power would go blind?
I heard you wouldn't be blinded if you just looked at the outer treasure box. But I've never been anywhere near the treasure room. I'm too scared. You've gotta believe me.
A box with a butterfly on it.
Yeah. You can see it in that newspaper article. Look. See? There's a relief of the Kiranese butterfly on the treasure box.
Oh, this design here carved in the back of the box. I see it now. It's a sacred butterfly that's said to carry the soul of the Mitama?
That's how
Of the
I've been saying
departed.
it.
Its wings form a loop that cradles the Mitama and carries it to the Twilight Realm.
It's really quite lovely.
As you can see, there's even one depicted here behind me at the judge's bench. It's purple, though.
Well, what do you know? There it is. Well, it kind of looks like he's about to be carried off to the Twilight Realm himself.
Anyway, I've never even seen this treasure box. Besides,
Planning out your tour route.
yes, I was planning out a tour for you.
For me, huh? Well, thank you, Albie.
I wouldn't have done it if I knew you were a lawyer. I wasted all that time on you. Give it back!
Sadly, I'm a lawyer, not a Time Lord. Actually, as soon as he heard that's what I am, he's been a totally different person. I certainly don't think Albie committed murder, however...
Don't talk to me! You disgust me!
That outburst earlier makes me wonder if he'd willingly tell me the truth. I'd better compare his statements in the court record carefully. If I find any inconsistency, I can present some evidence. Maybe that'll get him to open up.
I already think I know what it is anyway. Does it count for me to say now since it's blind for both of us?
Yeah, no, go for it.
He said it was green.
Yeah,
How does he know?
because it's a black and white picture.
Yeah. This is so weird because like now I like have an idea of what it is and I'm like, should I say anything? I don't want to spoil it. And then I'm like, wait, this is new for me too.
So you think just present the newspaper?
Yeah. That's what I think.
Wait, hold on.
Objection!
Yeah.
Oh, Albie, why would you lie to me? So you say you've never laid eyes on the treasure box, is that right?
That's right. It's forbidden, so I'd never do that.
In that case, how did you know there was a green butterfly on it?
Huh? Because I saw the picture of it in the newspaper article.
Nope. Take another look. These photos are in black and white. You couldn't possibly tell what color the butterfly is from these pictures. Hold on, his bag. Did it just move? I beg your pardon.
Polkunka?
Polkunka is a word in Kiranese that people use when they're surprised.
You just exposed a lie. So this is the power of cross-examination, is it?
I should be the one shocked here by your shocking lack of understanding.
But just a moment. If the accused was lying, then that makes him more suspicious than ever.
And this just makes things worse for me than ever.
Whatever.
Albie, are you hiding something? Please, only true statements. I can't help you if you don't tell the truth. Darn. I just can't seem to get him to open up to me. So, accused, you have seen the treasure box with your own eyes after all, haven't you?
Well, maybe I did take a peek one time, a long time ago, when I was cleaning the treasure room.
But you weren't in the treasure room at the time of the incident, right?
Of course I wasn't.
That's a lie. You were most definitely inside the treasure room on the day of the incident. And I have proof.
Nani?
He does. This was found on the floor of the treasure room. It's a scroll entitled Notice and contains a list of temple monk duties. These instructions pertain to the day of the incident. And what exactly is that supposed to prove? The accused's fingerprints were found on the scroll.
Not fingerprints!
Oh no! Where is it? It's not here. I must have dropped it somewhere.
Indeed, you must have dropped it when you were busy murdering the victim.
What's in your bag? I want to know. Is it a cat? Did you chase a cat in there and then take it? I want to know.
No. Then that means Albie was there the day of the incident? Well, we figured out that much.
So this is the power of cross-examination. The more the accused talks, the guiltier he paints himself.
Yes, it would seem so, Your Majesty. He predicted my argument and had evidence ready to refute it.
How unlike Pain.
Can't just learn it in her eyes. Her benevolence already said the guilt's guilty. Just to get over.
Oh my god, that fucking pan was so
beautiful.
good! No, everything's going all wrong. Shadow, what do I do?
As I suspected, this cross-examination session has served no purpose whatsoever.
No, you're wrong.
But armed as we are with her benevolence's insight, there was no reason to doubt his guilt.
Then I guess I'll just have to poke holes in this insight of hers.
By the way, this didn't prove to be very interesting at all, Mr. Payne. Nevertheless, I will now finally announce my verdict.
Stop that. Put that down.
Wait! I haven't seen this divination seance for myself yet. As a defense, I have the right to check it.
Don't I? Right? I do, right?
Is that really necessary? I have to get home and apologize to my wife. She's very angry.
I guess she really did give him the business. Your Majesty, I enthusiastically support having Mr. Wright see the seance.
You do? And why is that, Mr. Payne?
Don't you want to see it? See the lawyer being utterly crushed by the power of the seance?
I just want to do it to stroke my ego.
and then watch him tearfully beg for mercy.
Well, now.
I'm sure it'll make up for not getting to go to that class with your wife.
I do like seeing people beg for mercy. And it'd give me a juicy tidbit to tell the missus. Ha ha! Ha ha!
I've been reduced to a juicy tidbit.
That one's new, I gotta admit.
Well, for an interloper, that is what you are, I imagine you do have to see it for yourself to be convinced. It's certainly unprecedented, but let's have the divination seance performed again. But then, right after the tearful begging, I really do have to be going.
The only tearful begging is going to come from the prosecution when we're through.
Probably.
How pitiful the defense looks, still scrambling desperately for a foothold. Blissfully unaware that the defendant and despair are all that await him.
He just wants us to jerk off in court. Yeah, dude. Oh, hi, Cynthia.
There she is. Her benevolence.
Your benevolence. Refa Padma Crane. Thank you for coming all this way once again.
Your gratitude is unnecessary. This is simply my duty. Barb-headed attorney. Yes?
Who, me?
I am told you question the veracity of the sacred divination seance. It would seem the depths of your irreverence and blasphemy are lost on you. I'm just a foreigner, ignorant in the ways of customs of this country. I apologize in advance for anything rude I might say or do your benevolence. All I want is a fair trial for I'll be. You would imply that the trials of this country are unfair? Do explain, outsider. How verdicts founded on truths imparted by the very souls of the dead lack impartiality. What's fair about trials with no defense and no chance of the accused to tell their story?
How dare you speak to her benevolence in that manner?
Just can't do anything, ignorant outsider. Won't stand for must be punished.
Yeah!
Looks like I really stuck my foot in it this time. Punish her. There we go again. This excellent
I
pan.
love this pan. It's so good.
Silence, one and all. No, she's not Phoenix. Be not disquieted, my people. He merely expresses his opinion. Well, looks like her benevolence is going to be more reasonable than I thought. She's not.
It's a trap.
Attorneys are ghastly creatures with souls stained black by brazen untruths. The words of lowly worms such as that are not worthy troubling yourselves over.
Yeah. That's about right.
None of his prattling can sway the truth of my insides. Rest assured, he will soon see the error of his foolish ways.
Well, now then, your benevolence. The divination seance, if you would.
I want to shove like a rusty lead pipe up her ass.
I kind of love the thing where she like cocks her head and smirks at you, though. Like, that kind of gives me like a tingle, a little tingle in my loins.
Or like into her vagina.
Wow.
and through her mouth.
Wow.
And like put it on a barbecue like a skewed pig.
Wow. So what you're saying is you don't like her.
I don't like her. I'm not being sexual. I'm talking about murdering her.
Well, maybe I'm saying like maybe he's talking about me. Where I was like gives you a little tingle in my loins. No, I like the smirking animation. I'm not into that. She definitely looks like a child, 100%.
Yes, she's definitely a child.
But I love that smirking animation.
Yes, I'm talking about killing her. Because fuck her.
But not literally fuck her because she's underage as hell. But like,
But, like, she's terrible and I hate her.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Nana?
Nana, my rogue.
Yo. But Nana, though. That was some quality service.
Yeah.
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name.
Wow.
Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
And this is where I get to skewer her and put her over an open flame, right?
I'm impressed with this cutscene that's not animated. Like, this is still in engine. That's what's happening right now.
That's true. I really hate the fact that she's so cute. Like, her character design is really cute.
It is. She's got a sick tat on her back, too. Also, how does she never accidentally step on that, that sash and, like, fall?
Choreography, my dude.
Because she trains. Yeah, but still.
I mean, I've had to do dances like that.
She's definitely tripped on this thing. You know it, I know it.
During rehearsal, for sure.
Hi, Sheenie. Sid is murder sexual for her.
I just, like, I don't know what's gotten into me tonight. I just have, like, a lot of hatred, I guess, for this little girl for no reason.
Oh, no, there are reasons. It's happening. Boy's voice, incense. Wait, are we supposed to... Pain. Well, that's pretty damning.
What? That was just like a shitty AMV. Like, what the fuck?
That's supposed to be from the dead guy's point of view.
Did you do it from fucking I've become so numb, Linkin Park?
No, you gotta use
and then use that
Evanescence.
that nice overlay filtered text where it kind of shakes a little bit, makes it look real angsty.
Wake me up inside. Can't wake up.
An image appeared in the pool.
A final message from the victim's soul. The last communication of his Mitama. The divination seance has revealed this to us.
Her benevolence can use her powers of spirit communion to project a victim's memories of the last few moments before their demise. So what we saw in the pool was what Mr. Roll actually experienced. In the victim's memories, we see the accused raising a weapon over his head. This is consistent with the findings of the police investigation.
I don't know about you, but I didn't see what he was holding.
Yeah.
There has to be some kind of mistake. I didn't do it.
This is bad for Albie. Really, really bad. Now you see why I'm the incredible pain.
No, not really.
More than I can express. Incredible pain in my ass.
Yeah.
But even if those really are the victim's last memories, what can I do with them? There it is. There's the face of a man being utterly crushed.
Well, there are a lot of problems with that. Think back to fucking Edgeworth's dad. or whatever.
Exactly.
Who thought he knew and fingered the man that killed him when he was channeled, but it was confusing.
It was fucking Von Karma.
It was Von Karma, but he didn't know that because they were in an elevator and it was dark and confusing. So, like...
The man he was arguing with is the man he assumed shot him.
Yeah, like, Gregory Edgeworth was like 100%, like there's no way it could have been anyone but the guy I was in the elevator with. And it wound up being wrong. So, like, we didn't see what the kid was holding. I didn't see a weapon, did you?
And he looked to be in, like, quite upset despair. He didn't look like he was, like, angry or like, trying to steal something.
Like, the guy that really killed him could have just hit him from behind.
Yeah. Oh, how I've waited to see this. Isn't this wonderfully gratifying, Your Majesty?
Oh yes, it's very satisfying indeed. Now are you finally convinced, traveler, that the accused is most assuredly guilty?
Am I really the only unbiased one here? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Let me
dude.
go ahead and answer that for you. Yes.
Now then, I think we've been amused long enough. If you give up now, I won't even invoke the Defense Culpability Act against you. Not even gonna ask about that one. You'll be free to slink back to your own country with your tail between your legs.
The Defense Culpability Act. What's that?
What? You mean you honestly don't know?
No?
Look at him. He's like, heh.
What's with all the hubbub?
Hubbub.
Well, well. Not only is he a lying, black-hearted lawyer, he's also an imbecile. Your Majesty, I think you better explain the Defense Culpability Act to him.
Yes, I think I'd better. The Defense Culpability Act, or DC Act for short, is as follows. In the name of Her Eminence, those who would support criminals will be deemed just as guilty. In other words, if you help the accused by defending him and he is found guilty, you will receive the same sentence as he.
What kind of insane law is that?
Under the DC Act, many an attorney has been convicted and met with a grim fate. Some went to prison, others received the death penalty. I love those. That's why there are so few in our country today who admit to being an attorney.
That's as it should be.
What do you know about law? You're like 12.
The history of our courts proves that. Attorneys are black-souled creatures who will tell any lie to save the accused. Thus, attorneys deserve to be exterminated.
Wow.
But prosecutors don't.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
She's 14? She
Whatever.
can still go die.
Yeah, 14 years is not enough to be any sort of expert on the fucking law.
14 years is long enough. Go jump off a cliff.
Do you know how stupid I was at 14? I was real stupid. But anyway.
Never felt so much hostility coming at me from so many sides.
And I'm used to a lot of hostility.
What could have happened to make everyone feel this way? You fell right into my trap, Phoenix Wright. Your win streak against me and my brothers ends today.
Oh yeah, you have brothers.
Right. The seance and the DC Act on my side, I'll finally get my revenge.
You still don't really have any hair under there. Don't think I don't know.
So that's why he was so eager to have me defend Albie.
By the way, Payne is legit a savage because he knew about this and clearly wants you to die.
Yeah, no, fuck Pain too.
Yeah, now fuck him.
Fuck Pain. Fuck the little...
Does it go the other way around? If we win somehow, does the prosecutor get the death penalty? Because I want to keep that crown. I want it.
Yeah, no.
And
Hate you, Pain.
I want the sash too.
I hate you, your benevolence. Just go somewhere. Go somewhere not in my sight.
self-defense, know that if I rule the accused is guilty, you will go to prison too. And prison is not good here. It's really not.
That explains Albie's reaction earlier.
Defend me! Mr. Wright, what are you saying? You can't do that!
Your Majesty, isn't a prison sentence a bit lenient? After all, we're talking about treason.
Holy shit, Payne, really?
One should pay for such crime with one's life.
All I did was beat your ass in court and, like, you know, maybe ruin some of your toupees, but you did that to yourself. It's not worth killing me over, my dude. But you know what? Fuck you. Alright, fine. Fine.
No way. You're kidding, right, Your Majesty?
Ha 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 ha! No.
Do I look like I'm kidding? I'll have you put your life and your dark, tainted soul on the line here.
Death. This can't be happening. The Court of Resignation. Our courts are well known as thus. In this land where my seances prove the truth and no attorneys can intervene. Criminals know that, and all they can do is resign themselves to their fate.
Oh, foreign lawyer, I ask you once more. Are you sure you still want to defend the accused?
No?
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it.
There's Maya to think about this and all this too. I can't just lay down my life. What in the world should I do? God damn it. I know they want me to answer continue the defense because that's the game, right? But I really want to abandon the defense.
Yeah, it's like, I ain't gonna die over this kid that I just met. But that's me. I mean, Phoenix is better than I am.
Well, no, it's not even that. Like, we don't even know that at this point they're just doing the death penalty because they're just suggesting the death penalty because they want me dead. So if I step...
Payne wants you dead.
Well, yeah. Well, so does the judge and everyone else. So if I stepped out of this, the kid might get a lighter sentence.
That's true too. It might be a kinder thing, but also it won't be because he'll just go to prison, and I'm pretty sure prison here is not so great.
No, I'm sure it's not so great.
He'll probably die anyway somehow.
So it's just kind of like...
Can I just bring up something that's been bugging me?
Yes.
That's because I work on suits all day long.
Uh-huh.
Phoenix, I don't know what happened if one of your buttons, like, popped off and you had to get it replaced in a hurry, but the button on your suit is black now, and it's bothering me. Like, what happened? Like, at least if it fell off or something, like, get it replaced in the same color. That's what we do.
He can't afford to do that shit.
Yes,
he probably just... Oops.
It costs nothing. It's a button. It's a damn button.
He probably just sewed it on himself.
Oof. That's gonna come right back off. I'm just saying, it's been bugging me. I've been looking at
He
me
didn't
like,
go to no tailor.
why is your button just, like, black?
He didn't go to no tailor. It popped off. He couldn't find the button, so he just sewed on another button.
But this
he
is-
probably took it off a pair of pants he had.
Well, I'm saying it's probably like the third or fourth time that it's happened too, because most suit jackets have a spare button inside. A spare front button and a spare cuff button.
Oh, no, I know.
So like, I'm just saying, even if it fell off, there's a spare inside the jacket.
Yeah, no, it's probably fell off a couple of times.
Phoenix, get a new suit. Anyways.
This is the same suit he was wearing when he was 20. He just put a gold chain on it with his daughter inside.
He got a vest or something, I think.
Yeah.
Anyways, look, I get it. Like, I'm very frugal.
Thrifty.
I'm still wearing the same clothes that I had, like, in high school. But, like, get another button or get a new suit, my dude. Sorry, our fucking professions are showing, but it's been bugging me. It's like how people are just now starting to realize, because Mario has been in a whole bunch of, like, newer games that have a lot more detail.
Mm-hmm.
People can't let go of the fact that Mario's mustache and hair are different colors. That's always been a thing, by the way, but, like, just recently, I've noticed several people bringing it up and being like, why? And I'm like, it's always been. But like...
Also, that's really common, though.
Well, yeah, but...
That's what I don't understand. I don't understand why everybody's so up in arms about it, because most of the time people's facial hair are different colors from their head hair.
Yeah, it's really, really obvious in, like, Odyssey and Smash, particularly, though, so people are just like, this is weird.
I don't know. Like, my brother's hair is, like...
It's a very stark contrast, is all.
Well, that's what I'm saying. My brother's hair is very, like, light blonde, and his facial hair is bright red.
Yeah. No, I mean, I understand that, and I'm like, that's why Nintendo did it. I'm just saying recently everyone's noticing that.
Nim's hair is almost black, it's so brown.
Yeah.
And his facial hair is, like, light brown and red.
Yeah, that's true.
Facial hair and head hair don't necessarily coincide.
Well, all I'm saying is, I
Continue
noticed
to
the
the
black
defense.
button. It's been bothering me. Anyways.
Isn't this why I became a lawyer in the first place?
Yeah, remember this?
To help those with no one on their side? Can't just abandon everything I believe in. But what about your boyfriend? Edgeworth is going to be so cross with you.
Yeah.
All I can do now is stand firm and fight. Well, don't hold your tears back on my account, Phoenix Wright. Admit your defeat and grovel before me, the chief prosecutor, for your life.
Objection!
Yeah, nah. It's not happening, bruh.
Even if it means being subject to the Defense Culpability Act. I will defend Albie.
But Mr. Wright!
The defendant insists he's innocent. Not even a deviation seance should be accepted without examination.
Albie's so cute.
Albie is really cute.
But if I'm found guilty, you'll get the death penalty too. Even knowing that, you still want to defend me?
I don't know what happened in the past, but it looks like everyone in this country considers lawyers to be liars.
They sound similar.
So I can understand if you don't believe me. But I still believe in you and your innocence. So all I have to do is keep believing and find the truth. That's all there is to it.
I do wish Maya was here, though.
Barb-headed attorney, you continue to amuse me. Though your barbed jabs are proving to be more than mere jokes. Your benevolence? Believe me when I say that this attorney will knock your insides out.
Aw, shit!
Yes! Knock her insides out!
Wow.
Insolent, disrespectful attorney. You'll have plenty of time to regret your folly in the Twilight Realm.
Girl, you're 14!
Will somebody please kill her? Somebody please kill her. I don't like her. Get her out of here.
Not a wise move, traveler. Not wise at all. You should have taken the chance I offered to save your life. But you've made your choice. The Defense Culpability Act will be applied in this case.
Why am I so angry? I hate this little brat. I hate her.
Oh, Sheedy.
I want her to just go fuck off and die somewhere.
I don't want her to die, but I'm just kind of like, girl, you're 14 and you're embarrassing yourself.
And with this verdict, you'll both soon be parting with your heads.
See, everybody's wishing death on everyone else. I can wish death on the little girl. Fuck her.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying you can't.
The souls of the departed speak only the truth, but I give their message a voice.
Well, it's not a very clear one.
If you think my insights contain falsehood, I challenge you to prove it.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
I'm not questioning her vision.
I'm not questioning your vision. I think considering what we know in the Phoenix Wright world to be true, I think that her insight vision thing is accurate.
Yeah.
I don't think she's lying.
I think it's what the dude saw.
I think it's what the dude saw.
I don't think he was seeing everything that was happening.
Right.
Like, even in their dying moments, the sight of men is flawed. Like, you don't know exactly what's going on.
Exactly. So I'm not doubting your skills as a spirit medium, whatever.
I'm doubting your ability to puzzle out what was happening.
I'm doubting not even your ability, but the victim's ability.
True, but still, also, you looked at this very inconclusive vision of their final moments and was like, well, it's gotta be this guy. That's a fallacy on your part, my lady.
That's the point of this game. Well, no, I'm sure it is, but just understand, I'm real sorry, and I'm just real sassy tonight, I guess, and because usually I don't wish death on characters, but she can go fuck off somewhere. Maybe not die. Maybe I'll retract that. Dying is a little extreme. I'll retract that. But I'm not, I'm not gonna shed a tear if somebody punches her in the face.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Dying, okay, maybe a little extreme. I recant my dying statements.
I think it's not so great to just, like, give a 14-year-old, like, this amount of power.
So, I'm just saying, if somebody gave her, like, a real good right hook to the face, I would not be upset about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
The accused swung whatever he was holding down on the victim's head. With the pain, the victim's vision went dark. This is when he lost his life. Still, I can't believe it. A murder after the morning dance of devotion.
What does that even mean?
These are the victim's experiences just before his death. As the victim's final memories, we can assume they aren't lies. So how do I break this down? Allow me to relieve you of your ignorance defense. Did you notice the words that appeared in the seance's vision?
Oh yeah, I just assumed you put that in with Windows Movie Maker.
Come to think of it, I did see the words. Song ceremony and incense. The victim's final memories are not limited to sight alone. Sight, smell, taste, sound, touch, all is laid bare in the pool of souls. So what Mr. Roll experienced with his 5 senses appears in the visions as words, right? Precisely, and by examining these sensations, we can perceive the victim's final moments with unparalleled clarity. Unparalleled. I don't know, I said white, unparalleled.
Oh, his cuff buttons are black too, but they weren't black before. It's weird, and I don't like it. Anyways.
It's weird. I don't like it. I think he should have gold buttons.
That would be nice.
Personally. I mean, if you're not gonna go with blue buttons, you should have gold buttons.
I'm just gonna say that this just doesn't happen. Like, I don't ever get blue suits with black buttons.
No, it's not a thing. Especially not this color blue. Maybe a navy, like a really dark navy. Somebody might try to sneak and get away with it. Because, like, I'll admit, sometimes when I'm sewing really dark navy suits, I'll use black thread. Because...
I'll do that too, but I'm just saying, like, we do alterations. You don't go to a store and buy a blue suit this color, which is a very common color of suit. You don't buy it and have like black buttons.
No.
It just doesn't.
It has blue buttons.
It has blue buttons because it's ridiculously common.
But I could also see, if we were getting pinky out fancy up in here, gold buttons.
Yeah, I could see it too.
Yeah. Anyway, works for me. I can use all the extra information I can get. Now to find the contradiction between her insights and the seance vision.
Thanks, Daniel. Yeah, I kept that on purpose.
Your benevolence, I ask that you please show me the seance vision again. Very well. See, I'm not dismissing.
I'm just kind of like...
I just want to evaluate it.
At no point can I see what this kid is holding.
Wait a minute. Her benevolence said after the morning of the dance devotion earlier, didn't she? Isn't there something off about that? Yeah, it looks like nighttime. First, I'll swipe my way to the insight that seems off. Oh, wait. Wait, what? I still can't believe it. A murder option.
Oh.
This is the insight that sounded funny. Comparatively.
Oh.
Oh,
They're
I get
separate.
it.
They're separate.
If I notice the sensation that seems contradictory, I'll tap select. Okay, I think I know what it is.
Okay.
Incense.
Also, hi, Grego. Hello.
This Song of Ceremony.
Oh, then you pause it, I guess? And select? Does it just not let you... Fuck. Alright, well. It's gonna play again anyway. I guess we'll just hit select whenever it's...
This is the part of the vision that contradicts the insight. Now I just select the sensation I think is inconsistent and then press it.
See, I didn't actually catch that. You clever girl.
What?
Objection!
Oh, you hit select and it pauses it. Okay. There was a play pause button, so I was confused.
Yeah, no, same. Wait just a moment. Yes, what is it, Barbed Head? You're saying the incident occurred after the morning dance of devotion, right? That's right. What of it? Then isn't it strange that Mr. Rao could still hear the Song of Ceremony?
Oh my! You're absolutely right.
Is that all your trouble? All that troubles you? What the victim heard was just a practice run of the Song of Ceremony. Practice run? What are you talking about? Mr. Payne, if you would.
I want that crown. That crown's gonna be mine.
Certainly. Allow me to explain. The incident occurred in the interval between the morning and afternoon dances. During that time, the singers were practicing in their performance hall. Precisely. I was there as well, so I can corroborate that statement.
I see. So, what the victim heard was the practice session.
There goes my contradiction. Okay, so they were practicing in this performance hall. That must be the room where Albie and I saw the benevolence dancing.
I mean, at least I'm assuming that's where it must have been.
However, Mr. Payne, I admit that one detail troubles me.
Ask away, your majesty.
It's a big temple. The performance hall and the treasure room are quite far from each other. Could the song really be heard all the way in the treasure room?
He's right. It is a very big temple. Well, how about it, Mr. Payne? Your Majesty, have you forgotten? There are speakers in every room of Temple, including the treasure room.
Really? That's high tech.
Oh, that's right.
Speakers? For what purpose? Are you serious, Mr. Wright?
Yeah.
They're to broadcast the sacred music of the performance hall through the temple. That's why the victim could hear the song of ceremony in the seance vision. It was the practice run going in the performance hall heard over the speakers.
Thank you for your explanation, your benevolence. That makes perfect sense, even to a feeble-minded old man like me.
Think nothing of it.
Now, if you wouldn't mind, could you please alter your insights for us?
Very well.
I love that Pain is here. I love it. Okay.
I think I'm getting the hang of this. If I point out an inconsistency, she'll update her insight accordingly. So if I keep pointing things out, maybe I can knock all of her insights out after all.
Heh.
I'd better find another inconsistency, no matter how small. It's a bit hard to focus on the insight with the seance vision going.
Now it's gonna let us
I'll try
pause.
using the pause to temporarily stop the vision. I paused the vision.
Yeah!
I think I can tap the flashing panels to jump to different parts of the vision.
Oh, cool. You were trying to do that before.
That's what I assumed. I'll try moving the Matama mark to the flashing red panel there. Okay, now that I know how to get around the seance's visions, it's time to find the inconsistencies between the insights and the vision. Alright, let's try.
Not to do it. You low-key missed the reason he's the chief prosecutor here, by the way. Or are they not? If they're not going to clarify on that later, you should definitely clarify that, because I am living for Pain being here. Hi, Simon. What's up?
I'm assuming the reason he's here is because he suffered so much fucking
Defeat and misery.
defeat, misery, and embarrassment that he got humiliated and fled to another country. And here he was like, oh shit, I can take advantage of this area's court of law and become chief prosecutor with no worries.
Oh, okay. No, I low-key assumed that too, even if it wasn't made super clear that, yeah, there are no defense attorneys here, so it's the only place he can win. Hi, Simon. I guess these game mechanics are part of the canon, yes. It's true. It showed up here, was like, wow, I'm so great. God, I live for it.
We never see him bring anything down on the victim's head. Whatever he's holding up, he's still holding up when his vision goes black.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, too. That's the really important thing. So, like, but I don't know exactly how they want you to do it. Like, maybe? You're right in your reasoning. That's definitely what it is, but, like, I don't know how to display that. I guess this moment right before his vision goes black.
Or when his vision goes black?
I don't know. Try both.
But also maybe we're thinking too minute in detail is what I'm worried about.
Sometimes that's the case in Phoenix Wright, and then sometimes you can't get minute enough. Like...
So, like, the accused saw
well-
whatever he was holding down on the victim's head. But this is the moment before it goes completely black, and he's still holding whatever he's holding over his head.
Try hitting select and see if it will let you select the site.
Oh, apparently now.
Yeah, site.
Okay.
Maybe? Try it?
Should I do it up here or down here?
I don't think it matters as long as it's site.
Objection!
Ah, that's too vague. We got it
Yeah.
wrong. Never mind.
Where
Maybe
exactly
it
do you
is.
see the supposed inconsistency?
Maybe it's after. I don't know.
Just got the vague feeling something doesn't quite add up, you know?
Hi, Reaper. This case is pretty great for a first case. It is actually super good for a first case.
Yeah, no, it is good.
It's almost never that you like lose, that you don't like quite know what to do in the first case. We weren't way off with that one, Phoenix. We were just kind of off.
Well, we might be way off.
We could be thinking ahead, maybe, but
Yeah,
like
we have a tendency to do that. I wonder if we should be focusing on the new statement.
I don't know. You're not wrong though. Like he never brings his arms down.
No, he doesn't.
But like maybe also it's this, but like in a different statement too. I don't know.
But also, his vision goes dark, but it also comes back.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Dark. Oh, I thought it came back.
No. Fox, hello! Incense is different from incest.
It is.
But, you know, like, they could intertwine somewhat, maybe.
The song of ceremony the victim heard was a practice run through the temple speakers.
Oh yeah, and insects. If
So he smells incense. Here's the song of ceremony.
and a boy's
And
voice.
the boy's voice. Feels pain, everything goes black. I feel like the most obvious is still this. The fact that he doesn't ever bring whatever he's holding down.
Maybe? I don't know. I think you're right. Like, that's the most obvious thing to me right now.
Also, right now, he doesn't hear the boy's voice. But he's obviously screaming.
I also like Dual Destiny's first case. Oh, that was the bombing one, right? I like that one too. That one was longer and more detailed than first cases usually are as well. I also think back very fondly on trying to use text to speech for Ted Tonate's lines and it just not working out. I don't know. Try it.
He sung whatever he was holding down on the victim's head.
Try with this one time where it's like the boy's voice is gone now. And then, like, if this doesn't work, then we'll try something else.
Wait, so should it be on sight or sound?
I think sight. Ted Tonate is a good guy? What? In what way?
Objection!
Nope. Okay, we're off track. So let's not focus on the bringing down on his head thing.
Okay.
I'm feeling pretty confident I got the right sensation. So sight is the right thing, but just not that statement? Is that what he's saying?
I
Okay,
guess.
well thanks for the hint, Phoenix. So it'll be sight, but not this statement. We're on the wrong statement.
The accused swung whatever he was holding down on the victim's head. With the pain, the victim lost vision. The victim's vision went dark. This is when he lost his life. So on the ceremony, the victim...
He did tell everyone the bomb was gonna go off and save tons of lives. Yeah, but he still, like, murdered somebody. He still hella murdered somebody. I think every 7 people you save entitles you to 1 murder. Isn't that a law or something? Well, I don't know, maybe. I think the inconsistency is the fact that it became dark before there was pain. Does it?
It does. That's why
I thought that was just him blinking. Oh, you're right though. It is like a hot minute before pain. Wait, so let me try that maybe. We know it's sight, so like if we do it when the vision, like the second time the vision goes dark, but before the pain shows up.
Okay.
Because Phoenix told us it was sight's the right thing. Not that one, but this. Try.
On this statement,
Yeah.
with the pain, the victim's vision went dark.
Yeah. It's a tiny detail.
Objection!
Let's see.
That seems right.
Yes! We did it!
You're saying the victim's field of vision went dark right after he was struck, correct? Of course, as anyone with eyes can see. Well, pardon me, but I must disagree. What? Your benevolence, please take another look at the exact moment the victim felt pain. Oh. Everything goes black then. Only after that, the victim feels pain.
Ayo!
Inconceivable. The places the order of events at odds with what you say happened. My word.
Hulkonga, your benevolence. What's the meaning of this?
I cannot be wrong. My insights are beyond fallacy.
You're 14, girl.
If what the defense says is true, this is a very grave matter indeed. Please forgive me, your benevolence, but I'm afraid this contradiction is something we simply can't ignore.
Objection!
Now, let's not be too hasty, Your Majesty. I think I can clear this up.
You have something to add, Mr. Payne?
1,000 apologies. It seems the prosecution has failed to make one tiny thing clear. And that would be...
Oh,
On the
here
day
we
of
go.
the incident, there was a power outage, a blackout in one part of the temple.
Here we go with the power outages.
As I recall, the crime scene was in that sector. The power outage must have been why the victim's field of vision went dark. Apologize for neglecting to tell the court this detail. I'm afraid it slipped my mind. Or rather, you knew all along and were only letting it slip now because it's convenient, Pain. The power outage knocked out both the lights and the speakers. Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh. You've done yourself already,
Oh,
Payne.
There was a blackout there, was there? Well, now, that explains everything, does it not?
That explains everything.
What do you mean, Your Benevolence? Please share your thoughts with us, if you would.
The blackout occurred when the accused and the victim were faced with one another. Fearing the victim would flee under the cover of darkness, the accused swiftly brought his weapon down on the victim's head.
I see. Well, that makes perfect sense, Your Benevolence.
This is the original Payne.
So the victim was struck after lights went out.
Just
The depths of your insight are awe-inspiring, Your Benevolence. Give her a hand, everyone.
I'm clapping and Sid is flipping her the bird.
I want to live long and prosper, too. Enough applause. You flatter me.
Now, Your Benevolence, in light of this new information,
Yes, of course. I will alter my insight.
Well, this is a weak argument. We already know what's going on. So don't even worry. Don't even trouble your little porcupine head, Phoenix.
Yep. At least I was able to draw out some new info. And with the new info comes a chance to find new inconsistencies. Now to compare the insights with the visions again and see what else I can dig up.
Oh, we on to you. Yep. But yeah, Grego, this is the original Payne. I guess he just was tired of losing and came to a place where he would never be able to lose. Yes.
Wait, here or do you think before the pain shows up?
No, here's probably fine too.
Okay.
Because it's after his vision's dark. He shouldn't have been able to hear it no matter what.
Yeah.
Objection!
Yes, I finally found it. This is the gaping hole I've been looking for. Your benevolence, as impressive as you are as a spirit communion, as impressive as your spirit communion power is, it's not infallible. You never know when to stop talking, do you? I hope you realize your words are an insult to all adherents of Quranism.
Defense, watch what you say. If you don't mind that tongue of yours, you won't have one left to mind.
It's certainly not my intention to insult spirit mediums. But I may not be the one who needs to learn when to stop talking.
Oh, shit!
What malarkey. I believe you said a few moments ago that the victim could hear the song of the ceremony thanks to the temple's speakers. But then how do you explain the victim could still hear the song of ceremony even after the power went out? This contradiction of the facts can only mean that the song of ceremony Mr. Rowell heard was not coming from the speakers.
Impossible! Masaka!
What are you saying? That song he heard was coming directly from the performance hall?
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's the only possible explanation. But the scene of the crime was nowhere near the... Oh, that's you.
Oh, sorry. The scene of the crime was nowhere near the performance hall.
Right, the song couldn't make it all the way to the treasure room. Not unless...
You mean to say?
Yes, the treasure room was not the actual scene of the crime. Must have been somewhere else, somewhere closer to the performance hall.
You can't be serious.
There's a glaring contradiction in the claims of her benevolence in the prosecution. Therefore, the defense insists that this case be thoroughly re-examined.
No.
This is completely unprecedented. An inconsistency in her benevolence as insights. Unbelievable.
Heed not his forked tongue, your majesty. These are but claims of a corrupt lawyer, a feeble ruse of a feeble mind.
But the contradiction revealed by the defense is undeniable. I can't. We can't just turn a blind eye to it.
Hey, you're not totally bad after all, Judgy.
But the defense's assertion is, in the end, meaningless. Even if the location of the murder turned out to be different, it doesn't change what we've seen the moment of the murder.
Indeed, the accused is standing right there in front of the victim. Furthermore, the weapon used remains raised above his head. My insight still stands.
Yeah, but
I hate to admit it, but she's right. The seance vision still makes the situation look really grim for Aldi.
we still don't see what he's holding, though.
I doubt even the defense can dream up an explanation as to why. The accused had his hands over his head. Well, this defense dares to dream. Making out of this nightmare alive.
I want to live, damn it!
What?
You still insist on trying to tear down my insights, do you? You'd better be prepared to back up your claim. Remember what will happen to that tongue of yours if we find you are just wagging it.
Of course I can back up my claim. Just as soon as I think of something.
You appear to be fully prepared, defense. As the embodiment of this court, I will give you permission to try and prove your claim. As long as you're willing to stake your life on it, no skin off my back.
I concur, your majesty. Prepare the tongue shears. Chop chop.
Wow.
Chop chop.
Yes, let's have the bailiff fetch them. I think I saw a suitable pair in the basement. Chop chop.
Stop. I hear that lying lawyers have several tongues to spare.
Who told you
I'm
that?
sure he won't miss one. These people are actually serious.
That's gonna be a yikes for me, dog.
I'm rather attached to my tongue. Think, Phoenix. Think. Other than to raise a weapon, why would Albie have his hands over his head like that?
I mean, why would anyone have their hands held up like that?
So that's why. The reason the defendant had his hands over his head can be explained by something in the crime photo.
It's because he cast gun, and gun is very scary. Let's do it.
Take that!
As in the seance vision, I witnessed the defendant raise both of his hands over his head yesterday.
You did? Well, where did you see such a thing?
When the police had their guns trained on him as they made their arrest.
Oh! Are you saying...
The victim was a security guard, and an armed one at that. The defense proposes that the victim had pointed his firearm at Albie. And that's why the defendant's hands were raised in the air. Look,
Girl, get up. Oh, no, she's out. Never
nah,
mind.
I'm okay with this.
She's not even pretending. She just fucking fainted.
I'm okay with this. If it shuts her up, I'm okay with it.
That's why anyone would have their hands in the air, because they just don't care.
See? Now I'm totally okay with her being alive. She just needs to be fainted.
She just needs to not be conscious. That's
Yeah.
kind of the same thing as being dead.
Or just silent. You know, just make her silent. Duct tape her mouth shut. I'm sure it would have the same effect. She can still be conscious. She can still have thoughts. Just don't speak.
Just don't tell me about them. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Who would have thought the seance vision could be interpreted that way? You
Oh,
just fainted!
She's out. She's fine. She's okay.
This is not possible. It can't be. Not bad for a total knockout.
How dare that lawyer devil go against her benevolence? Wait, who's Dirk?
Who's that? No, I can't believe it. A contradiction in one of my insights. There has to be some kind of mistake.
Girl, please.
I won't accept it.
You're 14.
That's right, your benevolence, and I won't accept it either. Go fuck yourself, Pain.
It goes against all we hold sacred. Throw him in jail immediately for
Lese Majesty?
what?
Yeah, you said it. Throw him in jail. Make him pay.
These people are definitely not my fans right now.
And they probably never will be.
Exterminate him! Exterminate!
I love this, and then there was also a Time Lord reference earlier. In
I
this.
know, right?
It's good. I love it. I appreciate it.
Now everyone please calm down.
Is he...
Your Majesty, please assign this black-hearted attorney as suitable punishment.
Nope. I can't charge him with less majesty, whatever that is.
What? But why not, Your Majesty?
He was simply following the proper procedure for defending the accused. There's nothing unlawful about that.
Oh, whoops.
Whoops.
See? The judge? Reasonable guy.
Yeah, true, lawful, neutral, as
Yeah.
as the chat has been saying.
He had his biases at the beginning, but he was able to look past them. Fucking little Miss 14-year-old
She's 14 though.
needs to learn this, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to learn this. I'm not saying that she has to know it now. She's 14, you're right. But this is what she needs to learn if she's going to be a benevolent person
Yeah, it's true. You right.
in your community. You need to teach her how to rule like this.
No 14-year-old should have this kind of power ever.
No, absolutely not. Agreed. And maybe that's why I'm just so irritated. Because she's a 14-year-old with way too much power. And like, one day she's going to be like, this person's my best friend and I love them forever and give them all the praise and goodness. And then the next day she's going to hate them and be like, to death.
I sentence you to death. Because
I said so.
Because you hurt my feelings.
But Your Majesty, don't you want to wrap this trial up quickly? Why not just give your verdict? Then you can go home and make it up to your wife.
We can't end the trial now. Not when we just learned new information about the case. I'm lawful neutral as fuck.
Your Majesty, not you two. You would honestly entertain the idea of my insight containing a contradiction.
Truly, it is shocking. In the 20-plus years since the DC Act went into effect, such a thing has never occurred. To be honest, I didn't want to believe it either. But with his life on the line, the defense pointed out an inconsistency, and it is our duty to scrutinize it to the satisfaction of the law.
You dare go against the royal priestess, you non-believer.
No, my faith is as strong as ever, but I have a duty to make a fair ruling in this trial. If you insist on interfering with that process, your benevolence, I'm afraid I must request your removal from this courtroom, royal priestess or not.
What? I'll have you know.
You're 14, your benevolence! Please. Fuck. I don't know.
Acquiesce.
Acquiesce! Yes! In this, your benevolence.
If looks could kill.
Oh, that's a real word. That means the insulting of a monarch or other ruler. I see. Okay. I didn't know that. I learned something today.
I won't forget this offense, barbed head.
I hope you don't.
I do not admit defeat. I won't.
Bailiff, please see her benevolence out.
Your Matama will face due retribution in the Twilight Realm. The demons there will... They'll pluck the barbs right off of your stupid head. I hope your suffering will be super duper painful. And I hope they throw you into a lake of burning fire. Yeah, and then...
Girl, bye!
Girl, thank goodness.
Bye, Felicia!
See, now that she's out of the courtroom, I don't wish her death anymore. It's so nice.
Yeah. Drink the silence.
It's so good.
Breathe.
She can live as long as it's nowhere in the same room that we are trying to do adult things.
Now then, defense. Mr. Light, was it?
That's right, Your Majesty. Phoenix Wright.
Oh, of course, Mr. Wright. My apologies. Now that we have this newly uncovered fact, I suggest we proceed with arguments.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Yes. But do not misunderstand me. This doesn't mean I trust you completely. I'll be keeping a close eye on you. So don't even think about lying to this court.
Never, ever, ever. Maybe now we can finally get to the real trial.
Arguments, Your Majesty. Very well, I accept your challenge.
What's with them?
Oh, the look on your face, Mr. Wright. It's just... too hilarious. Nani?
What's so funny, Mr. Payne?
The defense still doesn't get it. The truth he unearthed is going to bury him in his case instead.
Nani?
What do you mean by that, prosecutor?
I told you, it's Chief Prosecutor.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care.
Yes, because that's the point to focus on right now.
The defense is digging its own grave. Consider this, Your Majesty. Why would the victim, a security guard, point a gun at the accused?
Oh!
Oh, indeed, because the accused was about to commit a theft.
Theft is a better sentence than murder.
It's the only logical explanation.
It does sound pretty logical, actually.
It doesn't help the accused situation at all. If anything, it makes him even more guilty.
Yes, I do have to agree.
Allow me to spell out this truth the defense didn't bother to think through. Mr. Roll came across the accused just as he was trying to steal the treasure.
Even though he wasn't in that room. But whatever.
The guard pointed his gun at the accused, and just as the power went out, the accused murdered the victim and hid his body in the treasure room. How can a little child move a grown man's dead body?
Well, that aside, if he caught him stealing the treasure, he would already be in the treasure room. What? What room was he murdered in, and what was he stealing then? I'm confused.
A hand truck for moving heavy treasure around is stored in the treasure room. The accused could have easily moved the body with that.
But,
Oh, okay.
but that still.
For all that hard work to knock down his insides. Backed into the old familiar corner once more.
Mr. Wright, do you have a rebuttal?
I'm trolling a total blank here. I hope you're ready to climb that scaffold. I
asked you a question, defense.
I've got nothing. I can't think of any grounds for an objection. The only thing to do is at this point is to ask the defendant himself what happened. But I don't know if Albie will cooperate with me or not. Albie? Will you tell us what really happened? You don't have to say anything, accused. Fall for his evil trap, and you'll only dirty your own soul.
Wow, manipulation much.
Albie, you have to tell me the truth. I can't help you unless you do.
Mr. Wright, I'm sorry.
Why? Why won't he trust me? Is this it? Is this the end? For both of us?
Hold it or something. Who's gonna show up? Hello?
Maya, I'm sorry.
Is it Maya? Is she gonna show up? Please show up.
I never met a real lawyer before. Everybody always told me they're bad. Bad people who help dirty criminals go free. I never thought a lawyer would actually try to help me. Would actually believe in me. Would risk his own life for me. I never would have even imagined it.
Albie.
So, that's why I lied. To try and save myself. But I'm not gonna lie anymore. If you believe in me enough to put your life on the line, then I'm gonna believe in you too!
Good boy, Albie.
Oh, what's up, Jack boy? How you doing?
What?
Allow me to explain!
Of course, Albie, precious bee. Now we're talking. Time to finally get to the bottom of things.
Yeah, hell yeah.
To be honest, I went into the treasure room a lot of times to look at the treasure box.
Even though the temple told you you weren't allowed to go anywhere near it?
Yes, I'm sorry. Mr. Roll even saw me once and scolded me. But that box is so beautiful. The way it glows in the dark, I couldn't help myself.
Wait, it glows in the dark?
That's right. It's covered in this special mineral called fluorinite that makes it glow. It's absolutely breathtaking. It's really a shame that they don't put it on display for the public. Can you imagine how many people would go on night tours of the temple if they did?
If only he applied such passion to telling me the truth earlier.
The manipulation of spiritual guilt is the thematic of this game. Oh, baby. This'll be an interesting dive then.
Oh, this is going to make me upset.
On the day of the incident, I was on my way to the treasure room again when I ran into Mr. Roll on the Great Stairs.
So, those were not the treasure room stairs in the seance vision.
No, they were the great stairs that connect the hallway.
Makes sense. The vision wasn't clear enough to show us what was at the top of the stairs.
Or much of anything else for that matter.
All of a sudden, Mr. Roll drew his gun and threatened me with it. I quickly put my hands up. Mr. Roll, he acted so scary. For some reason, he had his scarf over his mouth. I couldn't read his expression at all. Just then the power went out. So, I took that chance to hightail it out of there. I ran for my life. Even now when I try to think back on it. All I can remember are the gun and the piercing look in Mr. Roll's eyes. That must have been when I dropped the notice scroll.
Which means someone else brought it to the treasure room, along with Mr. Roll's body. Did Mr. Roll say anything to you when you ran into him on the stairs? What is it, Albie?
I have no idea why, but he asked me a strange question. Did you steal it? He said.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't say all this before. I didn't think anyone would believe me.
A grand speech. One that confirmed my suspicion that you were the thief.
Objection!
But that might have just been the victim's misunderstanding. Where there's smoke, there's fire, as they say. The victim must have had a good reason to be suspicious of the accused.
Accursed.
Why does every new piece of information have to seem so incriminating?
Shadow, what should I do, Shadow?
And what better reason to suspect the boy than seeing the treasure box in his hands? In the course of his rounds, the victim must have noticed that the treasure box had been stolen. And then, just after that, he ran into the accused. I'll be your guide.
No, that's not what happened.
Therefore, the one who stole the treasure and killed the victim can be none other than the accused.
Ah!
What? It's not a kitten. It's a puppy.
Pupper!
It's a little pupper.
What now?
Look at how cute! Look how cute! Shadow! Down, boy!
Well, what do we have here?
A dog?
I'm sorry about this. This is my dog, Shadow. He's a real mad pupper right now.
You nearly gave me a heart attack.
So that's what was making his bag move. Can you quiet that yappy mutt down?
Shadow says Mr. Roll made a mistake.
You can understand him.
I mean, are you gonna question it at this point?
Don't tell me this is a surprise witness for the defense.
I beg your pardon? You're not thinking of cross-examining an animal, are you?
No, never.
Of course not, Your Majesty. Not this time, anyway.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Thought I'd have to reassess my assessment of your sanity for a second there.
I think I better reassess my strategy, fast. I have to somehow show that somebody else could have struck the victim, or sunk.
How did you make the thinky voice all echoes? We have a mixer with a bunch of stuff. There are a bunch of cool things on here we haven't even explored yet. There's a robot voice thingy in here. And by robot voice thingy, I mean like a phaser.
While it's true that the defendant was standing in front of the victim when he died, it doesn't mean somebody else couldn't have struck the victim at that time.
If you're going to go that far, then I hope this means you have another angle of approach ready.
Exactly. I mean, who but the accused, standing in front and center, could have done it?
I don't know, someone.
Unless you can back up your claim, it's nothing more than conjecture. Okay, come on, Phoenix. I can come up with something convincing.
Nice.
Where could the victim have been struck from? Behind.
From behind, you dingus.
So this, like right here?
I guess.
I actually really have to.
So do I! Should we take like a tiny break?
Yeah, we'll take a tiny
Let's-
5-minute break.
Tiny break!
Just put up the BRB screen real fast, because I'm gonna piddle myself.
Yeah, it's a pee break time. Wait, hang on a second. Let me put on music. BRB for a second. We both have to pee real bad.
Yeah.
You're strong, you can fly, you can reach the other side of the rainbow. It's alright, take a chance, 'cause there is no circumstance that you can't handle. When you use your mind, Sonic moves. Sonic moves. Sonic Sonic Time is now, you can't hide. Find the power deep inside and make it happen. Make it happen. Sonic moves. Sonic moves. Sonic Sonic
Hi. Hi,
We're
sorry
back.
about that, guys.
Sorry.
Both had to pee.
Yep.
Anyway, with the defendant standing in front of the victim, isn't it possible that the victim could have been struck from behind?
Yeah, it's entirely.
From behind, you say? Hmm. Yes, I see. I suppose it's not outside the realm of possibility. I'm sorry, what the hell did you just say? You in the back. Did you just say something?
I haven't seen him.
Are you talking shit at me? The judge?
We're in another country, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's beautiful.
Good, at least now I have some breathing room.
But who do you suppose it could have been?
The true culprit, naturally. The one who actually committed the theft and murder.
The true culprit. And I suppose you have a true timeline of events to go along with that.
I should have known I'd have to explain everything. Alright, if we assume the true culprit struck the victim from behind, then that means it had to be somebody from the performance hall. No, not the performance hall. Sorry. From the storeroom or the treasure room. After going to the treasure room and stealing the treasure, the culprit tried to escape. But then Mr. Roll appeared, making his rounds. I imagine the culprit then quickly hid in the storeroom at the other end of the hallway.
Yeah, that seems likely.
Yeah. You're grasping at straws, Mr. Wright. Admit it, you have nothing but baseless conjecture.
Yeah, this is pretty ballsy for Phoenix since he knows nothing about this temple or this place.
I'm gonna look for something to base it on right now. Albie, when you ran into Mr. Rawl in the hallway, was there anyone around in the storeroom area?
I don't know. There might have been somebody there, but I couldn't see. I was only halfway down the stairs, so I couldn't see the ends of the hallway.
I see. Swing and a miss.
Bork! Oh! Shadow says someone was there!
I see. Thank you for that. Too bad his testimony is inadmissible.
Highland? Yeah, we just started.
You think this is a joke? Maybe the defendant didn't happen to see this other person, but that doesn't mean that the true culprit couldn't have been there in the hallway. Your desperate floundering is getting hard to watch, but I will enjoy watching you sink.
Alright, whatever.
What are you talking about? Unfortunately for you, only the accused and the victim were there in the hallway at the time of the incident. How can you continue to make that assertion? Because there was a witness, a very reliable eyewitness.
Oh shit, Daniel warned me about this guy.
What? Your Majesty, the prosecution would like to call its witness to the stand.
Calling an eyewitness to the stand? It's been decades since that happened.
Really? I didn't know that, Len. I love that. I didn't know that was the singer for the new Smash Brothers theme was Maya's voice actress. I gotta look her up later.
And unlike the defense's witness, you can rest assured that there are no pets involved.
What do you got against doggos?
Yeah, that was a low blow.
You take that back. Yeah, you tell him, Shadow.
You go, Shadow.
Very well, I'll allow it. And now, for something we've not heard in quite some time. Bring the witness to the stand. Was that good? I wanted to make it very dramatic.
Oh, no.
It's Jesus?
Witness, please state your name and occupation. Sorry, I almost knocked things over because I was like, God damn it, it's Jesus.
Wait, what's the pun? Because Daniel warned me about this. understanding? Fuck, help. What is it?
Please let me understand, or please.
Peace, love, and understanding. Oh, it is.
And understanding, yeah. Is the name.
It says P.
I'm like. Temple's head monk. You dig?
I don't.
Gotta channel my inner Mitch Hedberg.
Oh, well, if it isn't Instructor Understanding, you're the eyewitness.
Instructor? Not only is Mr. Understanding a Temple's head monk, but he also he's also a renowned Damalon expert. Sorry to have to ask, but what's a Damalon? Check it. Here she is, my sweet serenader. My one and only. Groovy, right?
I am the one and only.
Bet you heard our sultry sounds once before, brother.
Oh, he's singing the thing.
Wind Dragon and
Tiger. It's actually just Maximilian,
Battle.
dude. It does look like him, doesn't it?
That's the song from the death of for the death.
Close
Dance
enough.
of Devotion.
Is this Gaspin or Winston? It's Winston. It's Winston Payne.
Right on, brother. The song of ceremony.
Now all I can see is Maximilian, dude.
Playing this tune together is a precious gig for me and my girl, you dig? Song of ceremony, the song that was playing at the time of the murder. Oh, Holy Mother, may the righteous sounds of my Damalon serve as my offering to you. Don't applaud him.
Wonderful, a great performance as always.
This is my thing, you know, my bag. I make instruments speak, baby.
Quattro, did you know Matt is a huge fan of Maximilian, dude? Now you know.
By the by, Magistrate Pops. No Damalon class today?
Nope. I'm afraid this trial has gone into overtime. Thanks to the lawyer over there.
The class the judge wanted to attend was a Damalon lesson? Well, you know what they say, baby. Never trust a lawyer, man.
Bro.
But transgressors against the Holy Mother have been brought to justice. Thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Understanding. As the treasure's keeper, you must have been shocked to learn that it had been stolen.
Yes, very shocked.
Yeah, man. That was not cool.
Not cool at all.
Keeping the treasure safe is one of your duties, Mr. Understanding. That's right, brother. This here's the one and only treasure box key.
Bro.
And I keep it on me at all times. Can you dig? But the sneaky thief went and cracked open that sucker anyway. Total bummer, man. So that's why the key to the treasure... So that's the key to the treasure box, is it? You know, baby, it's called the Magnetama Key. And it's a historical artifact to boot.
Boot.
It's been passed down from head monk to head monk at the temple. The magnetoma key, huh? And now someone's jacked the treasure on my watch. It's a real buzzkill, man.
Yeah, real buzzkill.
How am I ever gonna face Her Holiness again?
I fucking hate this guy.
Oh, Holy Mother, please find it in your infinite mercy to forgive me.
Well, if it's infinite mercy, then sure. Don't worry about it.
Please guide this lost and humble lamb. Why do I always get the far out ones?
Right on, dude.
Mr. Understanding, you witnessed the accused and the victim heading to the treasure room. You know it, baby. Best believe I scoped that tiny transgressor.
This is where the real murderers always fucking fall. They always have to interject and put themselves in the witnesses stand or whatever. If he had just stayed out of it, we never would have even known who he was, and he would have gotten away scot-free.
Would you please give the court your testimony regarding what you saw?
To bring justice against the transgressor, and yes, of course, I'll do all I can. And in the name of Her Holiness, I vow to sing. Not but bring the truth. I swear to bring it. Hit me.
Hit me, baby, one more time. Do you get his name pun? Yeah, dude. Begrudgingly, but yeah.
What I saw, baby.
Oh, good night, Quattro.
Good night, Quattro. After the morning dance of devotion, to go back to my chamber, I got the notion.
I'm getting flashbacks to what's his name? Waki, the one that rapped.
Oh yeah.
No, that was Marlon from
That's right.
the Orca case, the one that rapped everything.
Don't you know my chamber's on the way to the temple's treasure room? Hey, hey.
What?
Any small footsteps. I can quite clearly hear if anyone is... I can quite clearly hear if anyone to the treasure room goes near.
Do you live in the storeroom, or...?
Albie was the only one. Albie was the only one.
Oh my god!
Before the blackout. One other than Rome. But only Albie to the treasure room did stroll.
That was so cool. The sound effect for him, for the text, changed pitch to go with the song.
Well, that's cool.
That was so cool.
Tell me I was hallucinating just now. Like, can you believe Mr. Rao bit the big one after that? Harsh, man.
Yeah, that's harsh bud, my dude.
I share your sentiments.
It was indeed harsh bud.
You were the one who discovered the victim's body, weren't you, Mr. Understanding?
You found the body as well? He really is a very clean witness, then.
Which means he totally did it.
Mm-hmm. That's right, brother. After the blackout, I went to reset the breaker and give power back to the people.
Man.
The circuit box is near my chambers, so I'm always the man for the job. You feel me?
So you literally live in the storeroom. What's with that? Why? What? No, his chamber's up there in the corner. Never mind.
The breakers are in the first floor hallway in the front of the storeroom.
On the way, I got a whiff of something funky. Blood, maybe? Really harsh, my mellow. I knew something wasn't kosher, so I swung by the treasure room to see what's what. And it was like, whoa, man, there was a poor Mr. Rao dead as a doornail.
Bro.
the interval between the end of the Dance of Devotion and the blackout. The only ones who went to the scene of the crime were the victim and the accused. So you see, Mr. Understanding, unassailable account is what led to the accused's arrest.
Because he could never lie.
Hold it! Is it possible that the murder took place before the end of the Dance of Devotion? I'm afraid that's not possible. The victim was in the performance hall until the very end of the dance. He was.
According to whom?
Would you like some proof?
Yeah.
How's this? A photo taken by a tourist of the morning Dance of Devotion.
Oh, this is the iOS version. We're using BlueStacks. We don't have a good way to capture anything from our 3DS that's not, like, super horrible looking. So we have to figure out a way to make it possible to capture on PC instead.
My, what graceful dancing! I can almost hear the sound of Mr. Understanding's dumb malin now. I see he had the V-neck that day. Very nice.
Payne's right. There's Mr. Rao on duty. Never underestimate the incredible Payne.
Nah.
So in addition to Rafa's insight, he had backup evidence lined up too, huh?
Why, though? They never anticipated having a defense attorney anyway, so, like, why bother?
As head monk, my monks in training are like my own kids. Like family. Can you dig it?
Sure.
I should have taught Albie better. I should have taught Albie better, man. Before Hair Holiness and Hair Mother. Or Albie confesses your sins, my young brother.
Head Monk understanding, I didn't kill Mr. Roll. So, I don't have anything to confess to the Holy Mother.
What? Bogus little man. Your faith is weak. Like a wet paper bag. Are you feeling me?
I'm not feeling you.
Separate the rod here, my baby.
Oh, spare the rod, spoil the child. Just say what you mean,
Spoil
my
the
dude.
child? Not maybe.
You don't have to make it a song. You can just say spare the rod, spoil the child, and get on with it.
Her Holiness is a magnanimous. Her Holiness is magnanimous, son. If you confess your guilt, she'll forgive you in the Twilight Realm. I don't suppose she could give him. Wait, I don't suppose she could forgive him in this realm first.
Well, begin your cross-examination.
I have a feeling this case is longer than I think.
That's what I'm wondering.
Do you want to save here?
Yes.
Only because
I did save earlier.
Well,
but it's
now
been
we're
a
at the
while.
start of an examination, so
Yeah.
it's a good place to save. And I think that we're both at the point of the sleepy,
Yeah.
especially you. I had a lot of napping today because I was feeling very sick earlier, so I'm less sleepy.
I haven't had a lot of napping, but I'm still reading all my lines.
Kinda.
Yeah.
You're fumbling a little bit.
I'm fumbling a little bit, but I'm still reading them.
But and you're also like doing a lot of like sleepy blinking.
I am.
I've come
That I am
I've come
doing.
to learn the signs of when the Cid is sleepy.
That I am doing. I am doing the sleepy blinking.
We're just not used to first cases being this long. We've been playing a lot. We've played all the Ace Attorney games basically up until now, and it's like Dual Destinies was kind of long, but like we were like, yeah, we can get through the first case
Yeah.
in one stream, but like it's starting to seem a lot longer than it is. For an intro chapter, this one's pretty long. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. This is a little over halfway. Wow.
Wow.
That's definitely longer than we thought for an introductory case.
Yeah.
So,
Because that would mean there's probably another like hour to 2 hours left.
yeah, ish. Or so.
Yeah. Somewhere between
But we
1
can
and 2
split it
hours.
into two, right? So we
Yeah.
can pick it up. Tomorrow is speed running stuff.
Yeah.
But maybe we could squeeze this in too, or if not, then on Monday for sure.
Yeah.
And then
Most definitely.
because I'm super excited that we're starting this now.
I am too. I am so obsessed with Phoenix Wright right now. I'm watching the anime. I'm fucking playing games.
Oh, you know, it does make sense this is longer because the seance mechanic thing is new. So they had to
Yeah.
introduce that.
And it took me a hot minute to get adjusted to it.
Well, same.
Yeah.
This is blind for both of us, so I this is a new for me too.
Yeah.
It makes sense. But yeah. That'll be for right now. Let's call this here.
Yeah. I guess so, yeah.
I might be back later maybe. I said that last night and I wasn't, so I'm not making promises. But it just depends on how I feel in a few hours. I'm going to try to sleep, and if I can't sleep, I'll be back. Either way, tomorrow's Sunday.
Speepy runs.
We'll do some speed runs. And we'll probably bring back more Phoenix Wright either tomorrow or the next day.
Yeah.
And I don't have my phone with me again.
I don't
So
have mine
I
this
don't know
time
who's
either.
online, so I'm going to try and let AutoHost take over.
Okay.
Let Satan take the wheel.
Yeah. Hydration Station take the wheel. Someone's got to be online. Say
Hell
hello
yeah.
to them.
Yes.
And we will see you guys next